Hey guys, how's it going? In this video I'm going to be purchasing the SR80 and giving a review. So I just traded in 2 million chips to be able to afford this new supercar with the casino DLC. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go to the website Legendary Motorsport to purchase it, and it's just on the right there, NS S80 and I'm going to go for a black color. And like all the casino vehicles, I'm going to be putting it in my casino penthouse garage. So that sets me back a little over 2.5 mil, and close to 2.6 mil, so it's pretty expensive, but apparently it's a pretty fast car around tracks, so it's worth it. And here it is. I ordered it in the black color, and doesn't really matter what color because I'll be changing it anyway at pan spray. So yeah, I just make my way over to the pan spray, and I'm going to go ahead and mod this vehicle to make it faster and look a bit better. So I noticed this sort of rear guard thing covers the back wheels, but I didn't really like it, so I didn't go for it. So yeah, I'm just adding all the different customizations at the moment. And in terms of the exhaust, you can get them put on the side, and I go for that option because the bottom one seemed a bit too much grate. For the horns, probably go for a classical one, so I just get the most expensive one of that. And for the lights, I do 4 sides neon, and I go for my crew color, so I'll be matching the paint job to that as well. And these are the liveries you can get for the Annis S80RR, and they're pretty variable. There's the some green and purple ones, and yeah, I end up going for the redwood cigarettes livery, which is good. Some good colors in that one, quite liked it. And for the terms of the color, this is always a hard choice for me, what color to pick, and it takes me a little while to settle on one. But I'm thinking that I'm going to be changing the color to a red color because the color I settled for doesn't actually look that good with the livery. So yeah, it's probably a bit too dark. I might like something a bit brighter, maybe a racing red or something. But yeah, I go for the midnight purple to match the neon lights, but it doesn't really match the livery, as you can see. I couldn't really figure out what the secondary color changed, so I didn't bother with that. And then for the roof, you can get this little sun strip thing, so you can color that in too. In terms of the spoiler, you can get at the very bottom, there's a spoiler that makes the car shorter, so in terms of racing, that's probably beneficial for making it around corners and things like that, because the spoiler can play a part. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get the best transmission, get the varied bonnet, and I'm going to go for some tuner wheels in the Rally Master to give a bit of traction, but not too much traction. And then of course we're going to customize our tires and bulletproof them, and we're going to go for some purple tire smoke to match the neon lights. And yeah, I'm going to tint the windows, and that's our customization of this vehicle complete. So as you can see, this vehicle is actually quite fast. Its cornering is where its strengths are. As you can see, it corners quite well. Its top speed isn't really up there in terms of the main supercars, but from what I've heard and what I've experienced buying this car, is that around the corners is where it really makes up for it in time. So this is me just driving on one of these stunt races, and this track wasn't exactly the best track for this car because there's a lot of straights and tubes, but on the corners it does really well. And I think in terms of lap times, if a track has enough laps, then this car is one of the fastest cars that are currently available in terms of supercars. So I just joined some random non-contact point-to-point race, and as you can see I'm racing Devest 8s, and it looks like the customized ones are pulling away from me. And that was an Autark that I just passed, so it looks like this car's acceleration is superior to the Autark, but the Devest 8s seem to be quite far ahead. But what I'm counting on in this track is further along there is a lot of corners, so I'm hoping that during the corners these Devest 8s are going to have to slow right down, and I'm going to be able to catch up to them and pass them at this point in the race. So as you can see, the straight is coming up to a more sort of residential area along here, and there's going to be more corners. Now I don't know what happened here, but it seemed like everyone spun out, so yeah, I think it was just the races weren't very good, is how I ended up in first place instead of the cornering per se. But as you can see, now that I'm in front, I can start hitting these corners and maintain relatively fast speed and stay out in front. I don't do a perfect job around these corners, but I try and utilize this car's strength to get a fast time and maintain first position. So like this corner, I could have probably kept the traction a bit more around there. I don't think I'd ever actually driven this track before when I raced it, so, and that probably played a part. But yeah, it's just a point to point, and yeah, as you can see, like this corner of the car, this corner's fine, maintaining acceleration, and end up in first place. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I recommend buying this car. If you're strapped for money, I would say wait for it to go on sale and then buy it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching this review of the NS S80RR, and I'll see you guys later.